Did you know that bananas are slightly radioactive? This is because of the presence of potassium-40 in the banana. Potassium-40 is an isotope of potassium, meaning it has a different number of neutrons than a normal potassium. And the reason it's radioactive is because it has an unstable nucleus that is prone to decay or break down over time. This process releases tiny particles and energy, which is what we call radiation. The amount of radiation emitted by a banana is very small and is considered harmless to humans. Did you know that humans and bananas share 50% of their DNA? It's true, there are a lot of similarities between our DNA and the DNA of plants. In fact, all living things have a lot of similarities in their DNA because we all share a common ancestor way back in the history of life. So when you think about it, we're all distant cousins of each other, even if we look very different. Did you know that sea otters have the densest fur of any mammal on Earth? Yep, it's true. Sea otters have about 1 million hairs per square inch, which helps them to stay warm and dry in cold waters where they live. Sea otters also groom their fur frequently to keep it in good condition, which takes up a lot of their time. Did you know that a dragonfly has a 95% success rate when catching prey? That means dragonflies catch their prey almost every time they try. And the reason why they're so successful is because they have incredible eyesight. A dragon's compound eyes contain up to 30,000 lenses, which allow it to see in almost every direction at once. Did you know that a shrimp's heart beats about 300 times per minute? That's right, a shrimp's heart is incredibly fast beating. It has to be fast because shrimps are so small and they need a lot of oxygen to keep their bodies working properly. The shrimp's heart is also different from human hearts because it's not divided into 4 chambers like ours, but instead has an open circulatory system that pumps blood directly. Did you know that your body has more bacteria cells than human cells? It's true. In fact, it's estimated that there are about 10 times more bacteria cells in your body than human cells. But don't worry, most of these bacteria are actually helpful to your body. They help things like digestion and fighting off harmful bacteria. So, it's also a good thing that you are not just human, but also a walking ecosystem. Did you know that humans are the only animals that blush? That's right, it's a uniquely human trait that's caused by blood vessels in our face dilating when we're embarrassed or emotional. It's one of the ways our body expresses how we're feeling, and it's also something that other animals just don't do. Did you know that the shortest sentence in the English language is just 2 letters long? Those words are I am, and they are considered a complete sentence on their own, even though they don't even have a subject or a verb. Did you know that there are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on Earth? That's right. There are estimated to be about 100 billion stars in our galaxy alone, and there are billions of galaxies in the universe, so that means there are trillions and trillions of stars in the universe, and that is not even counting planets, asteroids, and other celestial objects. Did you know that sea turtles can cry? Well, not really cry, like humans do, but they do have special glands near their eyes that can produce tears. These tears help their eyes keep moist and healthy while they're swimming in the salty ocean. Did you know that sea otters have built-in pockets? That's right, they have folds of skin under their forearms that they use to store food and rocks for cracking open clams and other food. Did you know that most birds can't taste salt? That's because they don't have salt receptors on their tongues. So while we might enjoy salty snacks, birds can't taste the saltiness. Did you know that rats laugh? Well, not in the same way that humans do, but scientists have found that rats make ultrasonic sounds that are interpreted as laughter when they're tickled or playing. Apparently, it's a sign of positive emotion in rats. Did you know that polar bears have black skin? Random facts that you probably didn't know. An octopus has 9 brains. Bats are the only mammal that can fly. Sea urchins have no eyes. Cockroaches can survive without their heads for a week. Sea sponges don't have hearts, brains, or even muscles. Sea cucumbers poop through their mouths. Sea stars can regrow their limbs. Did you know that some cats are allergic to humans? The longest hiccuping spree ever recorded, 68 years. The Eiffel Tower has 1,665 steps. The D in D-Day stands for day. It was used in military planning to indicate the day on which a combat attack would commence. Honeybees can recognize human faces. The dot over the letter I is called a tittle. The unicorn is Scotland's national animal. Subscribe! A single strand of spaghetti is called a spaghettio. The average person will spend approximately 6 months of their life waiting for red lights to turn green. The electric chair was invented by a dentist, Dr. Alfred P. Southwick. The total weight of all ants on Earth is estimated to be roughly equal to the total weight of all humans on Earth. There's a town in Norway called Hell, and it often freezes during winter. The average cloud weighs about 1.1 million pounds. Subscribe!